Hello once again, boys and girls. We are back in my strip mine, but I don't know if you guys have. Hold on, let's stop being retarded. All of a sudden, I got confused which way my mouse goes. Things have changed a little bit. We got some stuff going on here. Got a whole lot of stuff going on here. So this is one of the projects I've been working on here. Since you guys haven't heard from me, this is actually going to be my tree farm, and how this works is I'm going to have a path where you come back into here, excuse me, and then you plant a tree here, and then you slap it with bone meal, slap it till it grows, and then once it grows, it's going to connect that and that, which is going to activate the whole machine, which basically what just happened there, if you didn't catch it, is the tree got pushed forward, the tree stump will get pushed forward, and then all these things come in, which will crush any tree leaves that may have just cropped up, because sometimes that happens even if you have this whole thing around it, because it actually scans a 5x5 around it, and you need to leave that gap, otherwise the trees won't grow. But the point is you keep doing that, and the trees will continually get pushed out to here, and when they reach right here, this thing, little detector thing right here, as soon as a tree hits there, it'll push it over, which will in turn keep pushing it on down all the way till it gets to right here, and then this will activate, which pushes everything in that row over one. And you should be able to fill up this entire obsidian square with nothing but tree stumps, and then you just come back through with your axe and bam, 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 trees. So yes, that's one of the things that I've been working on, and then we changed a few things up in here, up in my resource facility, and I do want to keep this very resource oriented. This is still a regular sheep farm. I kind of want to turn into like a semi-auto sheep farm somehow, but the only thing I've seen online of really how to do it is like a massive build, and it's not something I am personally really willing to undertake. But if I can think of something smaller that'll help me farm wool, that'll be good. I did change this to be a automatic farm or semi-automatic farm. You pull the lever, water comes out of the ceiling and knocks all those down, and it obviously comes sweeping down, knocks all the wheat down. You stand right here, you pick up your cocoa beans and your wheat, and boom, cookies. That dog, and I don't know, like, okay, so I took my pets all the way over to my city, and then I was in here working on this the other day, and I guess somebody hit my dog and he teleported to me. Mushroom room still the same. Be growing mushrooms in here. I want to do something else with this. I don't know what though. Like, I don't know. If you got a suggestion, because I need material gathering places. Like, my main materials will be the wood that's down there, the wool that's over here, and then this next one that I built, which if I had a silk touch pick, which I don't right now, I could actually get smooth stone out of this thing. This is a smooth stone generator, but if you don't have a silk touch pick, then obviously it just forms cobblestone. But you stand on the pressure plate down here and just wail away on this thing, and it will keep spitting cobblestone to you all day long. And like I said, if you have a silk touch pick, it'll spit smooth stone out to you, and it's really hard to break. Well, it's not really hard to break, you just get down in there and it breaks, but it doesn't hang up a whole lot. And then the other thing that I added, I actually wanted to make this a two-way nether gate, just for kind of shortcut, and this is aesthetics, make it look kind of cool. Hope you like it. But this is a one-way nether gate. It takes me from my igloo to the hub, so I can skip the walk. But unfortunately, on the way back, yeah, let's jump in this really quick. Shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, see, if you jump in here, it takes you back to the spawn town, which is over there. You got the witch's hut, and then you got some new buildings come up here. That's Urtsy. And then if it would render out there, there's Brian's house, and then you got some houses up on the hillside there as well. Yeah, a lot of people have been hopping on the server lately, really enjoying the way things are turning out, hoping that Spawn Town comes together a little better. Right now it's looking kind of poo. Yes, I am recording Vale. And here, I went ahead and cleaned this up. I don't know if you guys remember how this looked last time. I copied what Mark did kind of there, but I repeated it rather than just doing it once. And I copied it all the way down. Come on, sprint. Sprint, damn you! And then I brought it out into this room here, because I'm not the only one that builds down here. We got some other guys that are down here. You got Kwee, I'm not sure how you'd say that. That's his name too. Brenken. And then you got Bush's house is you got Bush's house down there, and then a rail that runs straight to the stronghold, which is where the Ender is. And then I do kind of want to bring like that tunnel over here just to make it more aesthetically pleasing. Although I'm not entirely sure, because if I do some rails like I have right there, then it'll have to be off to the side, right? Like up in here somewhere, or over here. I don't know. I want to do something else with the rest of this. I got to replace the roof. Roof looks like crap. Plus, with how tall it is right now, like I kind of like the way it's looking so far. But because there's such a big gap, ghasts will totally spawn up in there and just start ruining your day, or wrecking everything that I've made anyway. By the way, I got a new neighbor. Vale's got a house over there. And then my place is this way. I told you guys I'd light it up a little bit more. It's not super lit. I'm going to go ahead and jump through here, and you'll see my greeters, my city greeters here. I kind of like them. I don't know if I'll leave them throughout, but for now, they work. They scare a lot of people. And then we have a sea of torches, so obviously some stuff has changed. I don't have the minimap mod on right now, so I can't bring that up. But it goes out a good ways. Eventually, like I said, I'd like to turn the entire swamp biome that I'm in into a city. Here are the cats that I brought over from the igloo. So you guys remember this, the barn house. Actually, the barn is now entirely full of sheep. There's nothing else in there but sheep. And then I have sheep. How'd you get out? All up inside, the various areas. That way we can kind of separate them by color, in case I have any special projects where I need some various colored sheep, or I could just grab some dyes and dye them out later. Now I am sorry. I know, like when last I left you guys, I was building that thing over there, and you're like, "What happened? It's just magically done." Well, I spent probably about 3 hours or so recording, and by the end of it, I was like, "Woo, we're done! Yeah!" And I went to turn off all my recording equipment and realized that sometime in there I had run out of memory, and for whatever reason, while it ran out of memory, the file corrupted, and none of the stuff got saved. So here's a little kitchen area. Always got the fridge. Love the fridges, man. The ones that work. There's nothing in there right now though. So yeah, if you want me to, later I can, I guess, go into like a creative mode and show you guys how to finish it up. If you guys are really interested. If not, then whatever. Don't say anything about it. This is supposed to be, like a little area where the cows are. Cow farm. This building, I kind of like the way it looks. It's quite nice. It's a little round building. There's absolutely nothing in there. And I don't know what to decorate it with. Like I said, this is kind of the farm district, this whole area over here. And I like to kind of keep it farmy. So something farm related, but I'm just not sure what. So yes, I finished up the storage building. Here, let's go ahead and give you a quick sprint around. Hopefully no baddies get us. View from the back side here. It goes up. It is 3 stories tall right there, or maybe 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. I got a little chicken coop over here. I need to make a chicken house over here. I think that'll be my next project, is to make a house for the owner of the chickens. Just because, like, you got a little house for the owner of the cows and the pigs, and a little house for the owner of the sheep. So it's only fair that the owner of the cow, or the owner of the chickens, gets a house too. But everything in here is fully furnished. Like I said, if you guys want to see how I built this, how I finished it up, like I said, there's tons and tons and tons of storage. It is actually all organized. I don't have signs up, but it's all organized by room pretty much. This goes back here, and there's 2 sets of rooms over here. Oh well, screw that. Get that later. Recording right now. Can't be bothered. So we got a room down here. We got a basement area, which is kind of like where the blacksmithing goes on. I got my little anvils everywhere. Blew all my iron on these anvils, built between these anvils and the pistons that you saw earlier in the video. So I am completely out of iron, and these tools. But beyond that, I am completely out of iron. I need to go get more iron so that I can finish up that tree farm thing. That's actually what I'm going to be working on next. Off camera, obviously, just because it's going to be lots and lots and lots of strip mining to get iron. This is kind of my little brewing area up here where I brew all my potions. Store all the stuff that is potion related up here, and then the top floor is dedicated to books. Up here is my little enchanting room. I know they capped out the level at 30, so this doesn't matter. This many books doesn't matter anymore. But back when it was the max enchantment level was 50, that used to be the best way to get to level 50, or a level 50 enchantment as we come up through the floor. I'm just used to it. I like the way it looks anyway. So that's what I've been up to, guys. Like I said, I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of an update video. so you guys could see how the city's been coming along. It's been moving. I don't think I'm actually going to build anything on camera for you guys today. I just wanted to kind of throw this video out there to let you guys see what it is that's been happening. Let's see if I can get you guys an aerial view. But for the most part, yeah, like I said, there's been a lot of happenings, goings-ons, and stuff. There's a lot of new faces on the server. I've been helping out a little bit here and there with some of the community projects. And all in all, I am like running super low on resources, so I'm probably going to spend like the next 2 or 3 days just gathering resources, particularly iron, so I could finish that tree farm. But then once the tree farm's finished, I can farm the crud out of wood and stone if I get a silk touch pick. And then the hardest thing for me building my city will be wool. Unless I can build some sort of wool machine, in which case everything will be easy breezy and the city should go up rather quickly. So there's kind of an aerial view for you guys. And like I said, I would like to fill up the entire swamp biome, which goes, like, this is the edge of it right here. All along here you got a desert and a jungle right there, but it goes back there a good ways. And I'd like to fill up the entire thing with nothing but city buildings, medieval city buildings. Like, I got plans for blacksmith, city bank, jailhouse, warden office, city guard, courtroom, town hall, windmill, watermill, all sorts of stuff. Plus there needs to be like an actual residential area. I know there's residential houses sprinkled here throughout, but just would like to add some more, like just an actual residential section. And then the another order of business that I'd like to try and get to too is alright, so there's a NPC village like way that way, and originally I was just gonna ferry them over via what is it, rail carts or whatever. But then I learned that you can actually, like I recently learned that you can actually turn zombie villagers that you find scattered throughout into normal villagers. So my plan is to basically just kind of knock some of these lights out and then just stand out there and kill things until I find some zombie villagers, and then capture them in little tiny squares and then cure them. And I'll go ahead and pop back on camera when I capture those guys. And then the point will be to fill this entire village up with villagers, so that way we're actually building a city for people. So that's all, that's all I got for you guys right now. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I will be speaking to you shortly. By the way, if you guys haven't already and you are interested in trying to get on the server, like there's a lot of stipulations as to how to get on the server, because we like to keep it with a very family feel. And it's not my server either. It's one of the other guys pays for it, and he pays a lot of money for it, so it's kind of his rules. But there is an application process. Check the link in the description below to see how that goes. And I will be back with probably some more buildings if I decide to build anything else interesting looking. We'll go ahead and make sure I have the hard drive space for it. And we will... sorry, OCD. But we will go ahead, and if I have the hard drive space, I'll go ahead and make sure that I get it all good and going for you guys, so you guys can see how I'm building and how things are going. Plus we can chat about random topics, because I like to do that. So it's starting to become dayrise. I probably should have just waited until day to record this, but whatevs. That is a creeper way out there. Can I get him? What do you think? Nope, that's way off. I'm not gonna embarrass myself with my terrible arrow aiming. That guy's way out there. But yeah, that's all for me. This is Puppy out. Peace.